Okay, today we're going to search Falliston, Alabama. As you can see by the circled red area, there was about 35 houses there that are gone now. Hopefully we can find something there. Hopefully it won't be too wooded. But on the other side of the street, where there's nothing, well, that's a giant project. So I think we'll check that out first because it's Christmas Day and so nobody will be working on the project, so it's now or never. Yeah, this town is growing really fast. This was all just woods. Now they're building many houses here, and up there, farther up the road, they built about 250 houses in the last few years. Goodbye to the extreme drought that we've been in, because now we just got an extreme rainstorm. But up here looks very interesting. Even though it's not that likely that there will be a dump out here, anytime there's a project going on that's 100 acres and you have it all to yourself, it's a good thing to check it out because this town is old. So I've got to check it out because it's my duty. Now this road looks to me like it's tons of fill dirt. I mean, this isn't a natural road. That looks very interesting. Yeah, they must have brought in 100 tons of dirt over here because obviously it was a giant ravine here. So it looks like we're a little late on this part, but well, up here it might produce some results. Boy, I sure have walked far from my van, but at least it was an easy hike. Yep, Helena is growing really fast. It's a really beautiful town. It's in two sections. They got an old town separated by about 1.5 miles, and then they got the new town. And the new town is growing rapidly. And there is all kinds of stores. It's so fresh. It's so exciting. It's so different than the rest of the part of Alabama that we're in down south. Just 5 miles south of here is, it's really remote. I wonder about that. That's probably another road that was recently made. I guess they're using their extreme heavy equipment to alter the landscape because obviously it was unbuildable, but now apparently it is going to be buildable. They just got a few more 1,000 tons to move. Okay, now for the fun part, or hopefully Helena is only 1 mile away from this place. So it's basically the same town. Just gonna carry my probe and check it out and then come back. Well, I spent tremendous amounts of time making these maps and daydreaming of getting to these places and finding all kinds of privies and hundreds of bottles, only to find nothing. And this is no different. I found nothing again. I can't even find any one privy, and I can't find any foundations. All I found is a few jars from the 50s, maybe late 40s. But we'll let Brandon have this one. Yeah, we'll just let him make a video about this place since it's so close to his house anyway. Now we are in Calera, Alabama. Not much going on around here. But it's a sleepy little town. A lot of the towns around here have grown up tremendously, but this one is a little slow. Slow to grow. I mean, everything's old here. Nothing brand new like all these other towns around here. Well, it is Christmas, so that's why it's so dead. Well, at least we have a nice Coke sign here. Pretty impressive. For such a back alley that you can barely see it. A lot of money and time went into that one. I just noticed this. Something freshly got torn down here. We better check it out. It looks like a double wide lot. It looks like something must have burned down. Could even be a triple lot. Definitely looks like 150 feet wide. And there seems to be 3 other very old houses over here. I don't see any activity at any of them, and any vehicles either. But no, I'm not gonna go trespassing on them. I don't know, man. It's just weird. Now that is an 1890s house, maybe even 1880s. And that one looks almost as old. And this other one looks about 1900. So I would say there's got to be some privies out here someplace. But you know how it is. Privy hunting is very hard. Why is there so much dirt over here? When this lot next to it is a foot lower. I just don't understand it. Seems like they recently put a bunch of dirt here and then the house burned down. I don't get it. Yep, a good old-fashioned Alabama town. Yeah, you can tell it rained quite a bit here. This place is kind of... I don't want to use the word creepy because that would be offensive to somebody who lives here. So, what should I say? Maybe every one of these houses on the street is abandoned and slated to be torn down. And maybe some homeless people moved into this one and burned it down. So often that happens. I detect something over here. This is a rare jar. So short and stubby. But it has a crack in it. Fire cracked it. So I guess I won't be keeping that one. I might have to stay the night here so that I can ask about who owns these houses and whether I can get permission to probe behind them. Because these definitely look old. And this drugstore has an old porcelain sign on it. Now that I think about it, I should have kept a log of every parking lot I've slept in. I mean, every night I have to sleep in some weird spot. If I'm lucky, I get to park in a Walmart parking lot, but tonight, it's a little bit creepy. If I'd have been keeping a log of everywhere I slept for the last 35 years, That would make a great documentary. I would have had about 1,000 different locations. And some of them are a lot more creepy than this. This place really isn't creepy. Last night was even creepier than this. Here we are in Calera, Alabama. And here's the cemetery. 5. That's pretty damn old. I didn't even know this town was that old. But we're gonna go into the woods over here and check it out for a dump.